hours before I head to Boston, and everything is so real. I am sitting here, it is getting late, and I just wanted to hop on because I promised that I would show you the packing. I am not a good packer. As a matter of fact, I hate packing for trips. Hate. I use that word very, very, very strongly. Once I'm there, I'm great, and coming home is easy. You just throw everything back in the way you had it, but it's just remembering everything. So I've never done like a 2 week trip like this. So just packing for the change of weather and what I'm doing is hard. So we're going from 100 degrees to anywhere between 60s and 80s in Boston, and we're seeing rain. So there's that. So over here you can see I do have my bag open, and I'm sorry I'm holding the microphone because it's really hard to hear me from down below. I don't know why. So I'm going to show you here some things that I've got, but there is a ton going on in my bag here, and let's just see if I can't set you guys up a little bit. I'm going to do this so you can see what's going on. There we go. Now I can actually use my hands. So in this bag, I actually have kind of like cleaning wipes, and I have my HIPAA cleanse, which is the the soap you have to use the 2 days prior to a surgery. So I got that, and then I've got a couple obviously hair care products. Got to have a shoehorn because it's impossible to reach my foot otherwise to change my shoe, and the good old crutches, makeup bag, hats, and this is my extra bag that's packed small, but this will be my hospital bag that my husband can bring with everything I need for the 4 days or so that I'm at the hospital. Here is what I'm taking for my leg bag. This has everything you could possibly imagine, from Tylenol to I use Aquifer when I have rashes and issues. So keeping in mind that I will be running around doing testing on my limb and in and out of my socket and all around Boston, on 2 legs for a majority of that, well, half the time. So I need to continue to bring the stuff I would normally bring if I'm just going on a regular vacation. This is a valve remover for right here in case I can't get it to undo, and that does happen occasionally. You got your Benadryl type creams and things like that. And I can never leave home without my entire set of Allen wrenches in case I need to make any tweaks to my leg because it's all Allen wrenches. But that is literally kind of a first aid kit. I also always carry with me on travel, and I got to fill this up. This is alcohol, rubbing alcohol in water. That's what I do inside of my leg. When I take it off every night, I spray this down so the alcohol kills any of the bacteria. And you got to stay safe, hand sanitizer. So that is in that carry-on bag. I also have my power cord. Never leave home without this. Otherwise, I lose power steering on my leg. A towel to wipe down sweat if you get sweaty. And this, for those of you that have seen me put my leg on, this is how I get my leg on. And really, without this, I would be totally up a creek. I would not be able to get my leg on. So that bag and this power cord is really the meat and potatoes. Like if I go anywhere without these, I'm in so much trouble. Um, I decided to pack a bunch of these. I don't know if you've ever seen these. Clear protein. This stuff is awesome. I've only tried the pina colada. So good. 14 ounces of water, and I get 20 grams of protein. I have it first thing in the morning, and I thought this way my muscles will stay in good form, and gotta fuel the body correctly, especially while I'm laid up. Um, and of course, um, I've got all my clothes, and it ranges, honest to God truth, from shorts and tank tops to heavy duty sweatshirt and sweatpants, because I'm so afraid that if I'm sitting around doing nothing, that I might actually get cold. So there's that. And then shoes. This is going to be my purse. It's just a small fanny pack kind of thing, and this has got my purse essentials, but I don't want to have a lot. I'm really not going to need them. I mean, I'm going to be sitting and testing and going through hospital visits and stuff all week, and then I'll be in the hospital for 4 days, and then I'll be stuck in a hotel room. I don't really need a purse. And then the fun part is, what do you do when you've got nothing else to do? So this is my carry-on bag. Everything from your headphones, books. I need my gum, lots of gum. Other headphones. I'm bringing my microphone in hopes in hopes that I will actually be able to do a podcast next week. We'll see. And then my computers so I can do my podcast, and my iPad so I can watch movies when I get bored. And of course, journaling. So that's what I have. Oh, and never forget a water bottle, a good water bottle with motivational stickers all over it to get me powered up and hydrated and in a positive mindset. So you got to have that. So yeah, that is ugh. And I feel like I'm gonna forget something. I really am. Like I've got to make sure I have my license. I have my handicap placard. Um, we're gonna actually, I think, get a script for a wheelchair when we're there, so that we don't have to take one. Because obviously, I'm gonna be walking around for a week. I don't need a wheelchair now, but on the way home, I won't be wearing a leg. So I'm gonna need some assistance so I don't have to crutch through entire airports and trip and fall. Now, here's the kicker. This beautiful leg here that I wear every day is a very expensive piece of equipment and my lifeline to independence. This is not something I will ever put in a check bag at an airport, ever. Likewise with the bag and the electrical cord. However, I won't be able to wear this on the way home. So that means that this is going to have to be stashed somewhere, and so my husband doesn't have to carry a leg into the airplane. That would be funny though. So what I will do is probably unscrew. So if you can see my leg here, I will unscrew it back on the back here. There's a screw, and this twists off from my socket. And then I think I'll be able to actually then, sorry, my videography is horrible, but then I will be able to probably put it into another carry-on bag. I think I measured the other carry-on bag, and if I took my shoe off, I think my leg fits and my socket next to it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this carry-on and put it inside the other carry-on, so I have one carry-on and one purse. So I've been trying to figure this out for the last like 3 weeks, how this is all going to go down. And so I think that is me in a nutshell. So we will be blasting off here in 13 hours, and I will let you guys know how things are going. I'll keep you posted and keep watching, keep checking on One Leg is Enough, and make sure you subscribe because it's going to start getting real juicy now because I'm getting there and actually active versus just prepping for it. So thank you for those of you that have reached out to me for all the well wishes, the prayers, and all the other stuff that goes with that, positive vibes and anything you can throw at me that's good, I will take it. And I hope that you guys have a fantastic weekend, and I'll see you in Boston. Remember, one leg is enough.